Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. Sorry about the break. I forgot to put on the music while I was away. Anyway, here you are in the woods with a wounded woman. You've stripped her sword and her shield from her, tossed them well away where she can't get to them. The praying mantis is grabbing her and holding her down. Shag is hiding off in the corner. The rest of the party is gathered around, waiting for her to come into her own abilities, which she does. And she immediately faints or is unconscious or so, she just like collapses to the ground, and the mantis has to hold her entire weight.
I mean, I'm holding her on the ground.
Oh, you had already put, okay, so she's already pinned to the ground. So I guess you just, as she comes to, she just lays there then?
She like goes limp kind of.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's strange. Do I have
weak?
The hell is my phone?
Can somebody check her heartbeat or something? Make sure she didn't just immediately die.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I have medicine. No, I might not have chosen that. Oh, I have healing. What is that?
Healing is you can help people after they receive wounds. Yeah. And if they rest in the presence of a trained healer, they gain extra HP.
So can I use my healing proficiency to see if they're dead or?
Yeah, she's alive, just badly wounded, bleeding from many small wounds. You notice the punctures of magic missiles on her. You see a dagger stab in her thigh. There's the crossbow bolt in her back. You know, she's been through hell recently.
Well, with the magic missile wasn't us, so whoever attacked this person has magic.
Weak. No wonder God had to flee.
She survived, however.
We don't necessarily know that she had to flee. That could just be the state she's in after she won.
Could be. It could be that she was part of a bandit crew or something. I don't know.
Is she wearing any like identifying markings or anything, like any crests, or because people don't have IDs? But
yeah, I was just about to ask that.
No, there's no marker that would signify that she's part of a group or a soldier under a certain nobility or anything like that. She looks like your everyday mercenary coming back from some sort of job.
Like she came from Shenanigans.
She's probably headed to Shenanigans right now. Yeah.
Have we seen her there at Shenanigans before?
No, you don't recognize her.
Okay. I mean, we could just like, you guys want to just like take her along or something and just continue it might be a little bit slower until she wakes up, but
why? No need. Put her aside. Leave her.
Yeah, it could just like let her just push over there with her shit, and so that way when she wakes up.
No.
You could have intel, right? Like, what if there's like an ambush or something up?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of concerned about.
Neal, I'm gonna look through her stuff.
Sure.
And see if she has like food and water.
Her water bottle is empty. She has a few scraps of food, like an old stale chunk of bread and a little bit of cheese, kind of hardened cheese that gets that like white mossy finish to it when it's been left out for too long. Yep. You will notice she also she only has one other item in her bag aside from her moldy cheese and stale bread, and that is a small oil lamp.
Any oil?
In the lamp?
Yeah.
You give it a shake, and it doesn't sound like there's any oil in there.
If ambush ahead, we can prepare. No reason to take her.
And it's as the threekin is speaking to you that the lamp begins to vibrate in her hands, and soon smoke starts pouring out of it. which coalesces into a sort of humanoid form, like a gaseous humanoid form, shirtless, with a big sash wrapped around its waist as the waist down sort of leads into this old oil lamp.
Great.
Human magics.
I say hello, sir.
Hello, sir. It says back to you.
Up.
Sup. He says back to you.
Are you a magic genie? Do you know who is this lady? Who are you and who's this lady?
Oh no, it's Will Smith.
Settle down. I do not know who this woman is, but I am the great and mighty devil.
The devil.
Can you go back in your lamp?
Do you not wish the reward for setting me free? Or freeing me from this treacherous woman?
What did she do? What was the treachery?
She stole me rather than let me go.
Eh?
Please, you here have freed me. I will grant each of you five, she counts 5, a single wish.
Are these safe wishes? How do you know you're not gonna twist our words to do something dangerous against us?
I am not bound to give you these. If I wanted to destroy you, I would do so already. I don't need your permission.
What are the limits?
You have 15 minutes to decide. And then the genie devilly thingy sort of like retracts somewhat, just like its waist is coming out of the lamp, and takes a look on his face like it's sitting down somehow.
Oh, okay. I scamper out of the tree. Guys, we should take those wishes.
You think so?
Oh, hell yeah.
I am
Fucking, how
timing
often do
you
get a wish?
in the real world, so with your 15 minutes, so go for it.
Calamitous walks up to her.
I do not trust human magics, but tempting.
But it's
And
bro, it's a witch.
he puts out, he takes from its scabbard a kind of crude longsword with a basket hilt, puts it in front of her.
Do you guys have any?
Enchant. My wish is for an enchantment on the sword, but not a curse.
Okay. Anyone else?
Can I pray to Jexel?
Sure. What is your prayer of?
Just for a little guidance, asking if this is a good path, like this wish can be fruitful for me, or if it's some kind of trickery.
Yeah, you immediately get Jexel coming back. Dude, you got a fucking wish. What are you doing?
It's
fucking
almost
awesome!
To be the most powerful
the moment
sorcerer.
you say that, Shag is just like,
Fair enough.
the fucking wish.
Fair enough.
All right.
Okay. Having consulted the guidance of my wise god.
The guidance of your god of Jackson, the guidance of Jackson. Dude, you got the free
Luck
wish.
and
Just
wine and drinking and like playing pranks on people. He's definitely all about the wish. Yeah.
I mean, Jackson would probably wish the winter gods into
Oh
reality.
my god, shut up.
You notice that there's a storm approaching you guys with lightning and thunder crackling out of it. It's getting rainy.
Look what you're doing there.
The more we talk about winter gods, the closer the storm comes.
Lightning strikes near you.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
No, that's not what
Nah, let's
we're gonna
stop joking
like,
about.
actually
The
good.
sun comes back.
Oh. Okay.
All right, Jeannie, I'm sorry. I've got a few questions before I get into wishing, you know. Got to cover all bases. What are the limitations you are placing upon these wishes?
Dude, just wish for something. He says.
That's the limitation. Just wish for something.
How do we
Also,
free-
don't forget that Neal is counting this in real time. I already made my wish.
I've already set it. Timer.
I wish.
How do we free you?
Don't worry about it, bro. Just leave me here. I'm fine.
I don't trust this at all.
Okay then.
That
But
sounds pretty
Joe,
cool. I don't know what you're talking about.
Joe is going to put his spear in front of him and say, I wish for the most powerful enchantment on my spear that is not a curse.
Oh god. Now Neal has to think about, okay, how can I twist the most powerful?
Mhm.
I mean, from a certain point of view.
All right,
Plus
we got.
five. All right.
What is it? No, you still got 10 minutes. You still got 10 minutes, and you still have 3 people who have yet to state a wish.
I mean, someone has to wish for themselves to be the most powerful sorcerer of the world.
That's just going to kill literally every other magic caster.
No, it's probably going to kill you. Because, I mean, most powerful sorcerer of the world, the gods probably don't want that.
All right, I will wish to for more intelligence without being like aged or something to get that. I just want to be more. I want to stay the same age without. That's the only way I think that this wish could be could be.
She just gives you a dictionary.
All right.
Boom.
Arlen has wished for
You're more intelligent.
more intelligence. Nick has wished for the most powerful enchantment on his
That is not a
spear.
curse.
Bastian has wished for an enchantment on his sword. Jason and Connor.
Both of Nick and me wished for enchantments, but that are not curses.
Specifically not curses, we stated.
Yeah.
So Jason and Connor.
I'm thinking. I'm gonna
You
check
got
my
time. You got time, right?
I know. I've got time. I've got.
time.
Wish to be the Lord of Berkshire.
Have a vague idea.
No, wish to own property. You get a deed to a ruined church outside of
Hey,
Berkshire.
no, that's Dolene's, you fuck off.
Suddenly it's gone. It's now someone else's.
I wish for something that will allow me to pull the ultimate prank.
Oh.
Something.
What?
You need to be a little more specific. That's pretty vague.
It's too vague. Okay.
You gotta wish for something, not just like. You know.
Also, chat, never wish for immortality from a genie, because they can twist that so hard. Yeah, they could turn you into a fish and you die, and that's the tale of the person who got tricked by a genie and turned into a fish and died, and now you're immortal as a story. Well,
What?
that's good. That's good. That's good.
So while those two are thinking, the rest of the party can gather around and chat amongst themselves if you have anything to trade or share.
Nah.
Jason, Connor, anything to say? Anything to wish for?
Don't rush me. I know exactly how much time
I
have.
considered wishing for a ring of regeneration, but I don't think Neal would allow that in Shenanigans.
Oh no, you know what would happen? You put the ring on, after a few days you develop tumors. Because it over-regenerates you.
Deadpool time.
Deadpool, but without the not dying part.
The people are thinking.
Oh, there's so many great ways you can just twist wishes. It's one of the best things you can do as for a DM. Just give him a wish to work with, and do not be exact in your phrasing.
The genie turns and sort of looks around at the party and settles on Arlen and goes, "How's your day?"
Been okay. Well, it's been. I mean, I met a praying mantis guy, so that's kind of weird.
I met a human. It's pretty weird.
I think humans are the dominant species here. I think you're the weird one. Where are you from anyway, praying mantis guy?
We do not keep maps.
So you're lost. Got it.
I settled
I love
out.
Torque, but that's not going to happen.
I have no designation, so cannot be lost.
And if I was going to bring someone back to life, it'd be the Rock.
That's a pretty good point.
You immediately get struck down by the genie for even asking.
I mean, there's a reason why nobody has been revived. So.
I guess I'll.
Does reviving exist in this campaign?
No,
I don't think
anything
so.
you wish for anyone to be brought back to life, and you just die.
Yeah.
They are brought back to life, but you.
And then
are.
it's an NPC anyway.
Okay.
All right, Genie, I
Jason?
think you got this.
All right, give it to me, Connor.
I wish for a spell that would grant me the power to grant sentience to an inanimate object so it could be my friend.
Spell to make an inanimate object a friend. Okay.
Aww.
Grant it
Give it
sentience so
senti-
it could be my friend.
The Disney character spell.
Watch, it's like fucking 7th level spell and I can't cast something.
And
Probably.
Jason.
Yeah. So, I guess to make it to kind of simplify it, I will just wish for maybe like a cloak or something that can let me get away from the sticky situation I might be in, like whether it become invisible or teleport or something.
You're gonna have to narrow the scope of this.
No,
You wish
you
for a
just
cloak of
wanted-
emulsification so that way when he gets in a sticky situation.
Uh-huh.
No, it's got to be a cloak of spider or whatever that Malachi had.
Wouldn't that be
Because
No, spider climb puts you into the sticky situation because it lets you stick on stuff.
But you can climb through webs so you can get out of a sticky situation.
Sticky situation.
Okay.
So
I'll get you
Jason,
into it.
something specific.
Stop with the something. Maybe just put the something words out of the sentences, and then it's specific enough.
Right. Well, I said okay.
Cloak or something.
God, this is like kind of hard.
Just think how the character would think. What would your
Just a
character
good
want
old
for a
Bryan story.
wish? Jaxel want.
True. What would Jexel want? Oh God.
Wish for Desmond only to be able to speak Kobold for a week or month. That'd be cruel.
Yeah, definitely wish to fuck with the plot armored characters. Oh, Brian, I forgot to tell you, Desmond and the family and the tavern
their
itself have
armor
like
is made out
magical
of
plot
pure
armor.
plot.
It will fucking like murder you out of the middle of nowhere if you ever try and bring harm to.
Also,
Okay.
don't damage Shenanigans.
the
shit
building,
happens, you just die.
Desmond,
You just die if
his
you damage
wife,
them.
his daughter, and the cook. And
They're all-
the stable boy have plot armor. Yeah,
And
Okay,
the
okay.
tavern itself.
and the
Okay,
building,
well-
right? But the other denizens don't. So.
I'll just wish for a cloak, I guess, if we want to get specific, that can turn me invisible.
A cloak of invisibility?
Sure.
Oh, right.
It deletes you from the world. Now you're truly invisible.
See, you gotta specifically
That's
wish for
why-
your item to be enchanted, so he doesn't just yoink somebody else's item and then they're pissed and go after you.
I like
Well-
the idea. He just gives you a cloak of invisibility, but doesn't tell you where it is, and it's just somewhere here, and you just have to like find it.
Well, it's invisible. How would?
Exactly.
It's a cloak of
exactly.
invisibility. It does not make you invisible. The cloak is invisible.
All right. So you've all stated your wishes to the genie. It stands up by like coming out of its lamp a little bit more, rubs its hands together, spits in them.
Yeah.
And Bastian, the Threekin, you feel the basket-hilted sword at your side glow warm with power.
Let's see what kind of enchantment I get.
It explodes like a fireball now.
It explodes like a nuclear explosion. No, that would be Joe's. Just the staff glows and glows, begins to glow, just turns into a nuke.
No, it's just literally a rod of uranium now.
That'd be
It's the
very
ultimate
heavy.
weapon. It gives people
And-
cancer.
Eh.
They will definitely die in a few years. Give it some time, they will die.
I mean, if you just like took some uranium in the gut, you would.
how
if
do you
it,
kill a
Fine,
dragon? Just-
you'd be fine.
you'd be fine. It depends on
How do you
much
kill a
fun.
dragon in a few years? Just gift it as an offering, a spear made of plutonium. It will hoard it, put it in its heart, and
Here you
just
go.
live near.
No, that's how you get a horrifically monstrosity.
That's how you got Godzilla and Dragon. That's how you get
No,
Godzilla
you guys
in
aren't
D&D.
fucking doing it right. What you do is you take your plutonium sphere, you put a couple beryllium half spheres around it, you shove that inside the dragon, make sure it shuts when it gets in there, run the fuck away, and then it dies in like a week. Jesus, do you guys not know how radiation works?
Nope.
Please, don't try and feed dragons radioactive things. You know what happened when Spider-Man got bit by a radioactive spider? Now imagine a dragon eating a
Yeah,
radioactive.
it fucking die because
No,
it's
it
fucking,
would have more magic than the dragon normally
That's
would.
not
He'd
how
be-
goddamn radiation works.
So what you're
That's
saying,
how the
Neal,
comics tell me it work, and they're more real than you.
Neal, what you're saying is we make the dragon radioactive, and it will bite someone, and then dragon
Turn them into
radioactive
Dragon Man.
powers.
That'd be pretty dope.
That's how
the
the Dragonborns get started.
That's exactly right.
No,
how
that's a different story. That's a different story, Nick.
Dragonborn's in Arcadia.
All right, Nick,
On,
you can
That's
feel sort of like this static in the air. All of your hairs stand on end, like you're in the middle of a. Well, I guess you are in the middle of a massive storm, but you can tell it's coming from the sword and not from the air around you, because the lightning in the air has
Spear.
died down. Spear, sword, same. Yeah, whatever.
You got
Alright,
Thor now.
spear of static shock.
It's the
Connar,
same as Doreen.
you gain. How did I want to do this right?
okay, Neil, take your time. I took my time.
I'm gonna come back to you.
Perfect.
I'm kind of
hold.
disappointed actually in myself that I didn't just wish for an apple pie.
Oh, that would have been a good wish.
The best apple pie on Arcadia.
I almost just wished for a mug that never ran out of ale.
Oh yeah,
That's
endless food items. Oof.
Bartenders hate it.
That's exactly how you get murdered by Desmond. So he just
because he wants it.
No, you let him borrow it.
And you never get it back.
No.
Never.
You make sure he gives it back to you. But he's like, yeah, whenever you just feel like having a couple, just let me know. I'll let you pound a few back, and then you give it back.
That's how you pay for shenanigans. You just repay with goods.
All right. Bryan, your int increases by 1. I'm also going to PM you something.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I so hoped you would just give him like an encyclopedia.
Where do I see PMs, by the way?
I will. It's going to be in Discord. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I'm just imagining if Joe wished for all his 10s to be 18s.
If you wish to smother, I just want the genie to give you the Encyclopedia Britannica. Just all the book, like a massive stack of books. If you read them all, your int increases by 1. Actually, I have to write that down. I think I'm going to do that. Play
Just
a
like the essay
get
on
that?
Locket
Okay.
in
Cool.
Mountain Blade.
Okay. Okay. All right, so we've got Bryan got more intelligence. Nick has got the most powerful enchantment on his spear. Bastian has an enchantment on his sword. Jason wanted a cloak of invisibility, which you do get handed to you. It's a cloak,
Okay.
and the genie holds it out for you.
Okay, I take it.
All
I can
right,
see it. I can see it, right?
you can see it for now.
Okay. Yeah, screw it. I'll put it on.
Excellent. You put it on, and not only do you become invisible, but like there's some sort of like material change going on here because you can feel the wind on your skin more easily. It's almost like you become somewhat ethereal or something like that because you can like all the sensation of your clothes on you changes, the sensation of you in the world changes. It's everything's a little bit different, familiar and yet different.
Interesting. Okay.
What do we
Like-
see now?
Yeah.
He vanishes from sight.
Nice. And when I look, I can't see my hands or anything.
Nope, you can't see your hands or anything.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's that, and now we're just down to Connar here.
Wait, I have to ask. So from our point of view, it's literally just he gets handed a cloak, puts it on, and is
And
gone.
he's just invisible, like as per the invisibility spell.
Okay.
She, to be fair.
Yeah, buddy. Connar. Sure.
Tough one.
You get a spell. It takes a first level spell slot,
Oh, fuck yeah.
and it will make an inanimate object sentient and your friend.
Oh, fuck yeah. What are the limitations on that? Or are you going to PM that to me?
I'll PM you the limitations. That's probably an easier way of doing it. Okay.
I'm just gonna say this for like every One Piece fan. He is suddenly Big Mom.
I get it.
I don't.
Also, we don't want that.
I don't know. Something about 700,000 episodes just kind of.
Basically, what he means is, it would, if you were like that, you would have the power to put people's souls, or take part of people's souls, and put it into inanimate objects, and make them alive through that.
All right. There you go.
All right.
Got
So
ink all over my
is
hands.
it-
Should I edit my character sheet, I guess?
Yeah, definitely change your character sheet. Totally. Please add these things to them.
So with the cloak, is it just like I just put it on? I don't have to like cover myself, or is it like?
No, like you put it on your shoulders and wrap it around the front of you. I think
Perfect,
you like
okay.
it's got to be pinned in the front, and then there's like a second pin, maybe like just below your breastbone, and you pin it there, and you're fine.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Just wanted to make sure I knew how it worked.
If Calamitous looks at his at the sword, enchanted sword, does about the look anything changed?
No, but it's still in its scabbard. Maybe you should draw the blade.
He draws the blade in that case.
You draw the blade, and immediately music starts playing from it.
Perfect. I know what kind of music. I know what kind of music will play. Can I? I
don't know,
have
I've got
I have a theme for him.
I run back to the degree.
No, this is the music that plays. Do you not hear the Roll20 music?
Oh, sorry.
I do.
I hear it.
I do.
Okay, Neil, can I stab a tree with a spear?
Oh god, Neil, that will make everybody instantly have PTSD from every encounter they have.
If you draw the sword, battle music starts to play, Bastian. What did you say? Please put your sword away, Bastian.
Doesn't have anything else, but it's like when it's drawn, it plays
It's a
battle
+1 to
music.
hit and damage too. It's a +1 sword that plays battle music when drawn.
I love it. I love it. Thank
All
you.
right. So you put the
So-
sword away.
I assume it will always play the appropriate battle music. If it's a boss
It'll
fight,
play one of 3 battle tracks for now.
in my head it plays more because I can play non-licensed music for myself.
All right. Nick, what did you do?
I stabbed a tree with the spear.
Excellent. What are you holding and what are your hand? What do you wear gloves?
Yeah, I mean,
God.
like old scale mail, so I assume it's got scale
Sure.
over the hands as well.
Leather
Oh, no,
gloves,
leather.
maybe.
Yeah, so it's probably like scale on the outside, leather on the
Right.
palm and everything. Right. Okay. So you stab a spear into the tree, and there is a release of electrical energy towards the tree, like a small crackle of lightning.
Okay.
Your sword, your spear, will deal 1d6 electrical lightning damage to anything it touches. So make sure you wear your gloves when you handle this weapon.
Oh boy.
Good thing. Don't ever wear metal gloves.
Yeah.
You'll get a heat problem too.
So, a quick question: what does like spellcasting stat even do for second edition? I guess it's like a higher save and a bonus spells or something.
It's
No, you
mostly
don't
your
get
chance to
bonus
learn spells and the number of spells that you can learn per spell level.
Which
With low
doesn't apply to
intelligence, you can only
shenanigans, 'cause
learn
You can have infinite per spell level.
whatever. Yeah, but you still have to learn spells. So normally you're limited to like 5 spells per level or 6 spells per level, depending on your intelligence. The higher it goes, the more spells per level you can learn, the better chance you have of learning new spells, because it's not guaranteed except because through that crazy feat you've got. Thingy you've got. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's like a magical defense adjustment or something I see. I guess I'm
That's for wisdom.
Oh, that's for wisdom.
Yeah, not for
Oh, I see it.
int. Yeah.
spell level. Oh, okay, good. I see the stat, the chart.
I will
now. Good.
update the fields that key off of your int stat for you.
Okay.
And with that, the genie says, so we're all cool now?
Thank you.
Bro,
Yeah.
We're cool, bro.
Sweet.
we've been cool.
Do you want to toss this woman off that cliff for me?
What'd she do?
She stole me. She
From
was gonna
who?
take. It doesn't fucking matter. She was gonna take me and sell me to somebody. She's a bitch.
Oh, that's weird.
Throw her off the cliff, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
she's a slaver.
All right, I will go over, just kind of invisibly, just like pick her up and toss her.
You just toss her off the cliff.
Bernie's it and just hold her up.
Yeah. Hold her up and
Make a walk over the cliff.
puppeteer them.
All right.
Oh
So
my gosh.
she falls off the cliff, and probably someone roll me 3d6 for falling damage. The big cliff.
Jason, go for it.
10.
10 points of damage. Is that enough to kill her? Oops, that is not the right button.
After
Oh
I
yeah,
do-
she falls and breaks her neck and dies. She's dead.
Oh, what an
Only after rolling 3 ones. That's not gonna happen.
I know, right? That never
I told
happens.
this to myself.
That never happens, right?
And 14 spells per level, 75% chance to learn, max level of 8th level spells, 6 languages instead of 5. Oh, we never picked your languages. We should have picked your languages. We'll deal with it after today's episode or something.
Yeah.
We should move on.
Yes, we should. I'll do one of the class so that I can be visible.
You become
just-
visible and all of your clothes are gone.
Oh, that's
Yep, you are now just wearing a cloak.
okay. So clothes as in like armor, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you are naked except for the cloak. And your weapons. And your backpack. But your clothes, gone.
Is he invisible though?
No,
She.
no, she is visible once more, but you know, it is the cloak of invisibility that destroys the clothes you're wearing when you use it.
Why?
Okay then.
This is why you gotta specify not
That's what you get if you wish for powerful items.
and not cursed. specifically.
Well,
That's not a
I mean,
curse.
Bastion's
That's not a
weapon's
curse.
kind of cursed.
Actually,
your
I
weapon's
think
kind
he
of
never
cursed,
said-
Nick. You can hurt
I
yourself
think he
with
never
it.
specified. I think he never specified not cursed. That's the thing.
This is not a curse. A cloak of invisibility is definitely super fucking brokenly strong. There's no curse here. This is a small trade in power.
Okay, so for now, I will reclass it. And
Okay,
then,
I just want to point out, good thing it's a female character because this is like the horrific cloak on a guy character.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because naked men are more horrific than naked women?
Yeah.
No, just like the cloak of the creepy stalker.
Oh, the cloak of the creepy stalker. I see.
Okay,
You
I
like
get it.
show up and then like you open the cloak and you like flash people and then you're invisible again. I see what you're
Oh
saying.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cloak of the
basically
flasher.
The cloak of flashing people.
Oh God. Way to recontextualize it. Okay. Okay.
Just like you're going with it. Yeah, that's pretty good.
well, for now, I'll do that. And I do have clothing in my backpack, so I guess that's still there.
Yeah, whatever's in your backpack remains.
Okay.
Cool. All right, on with the rest of your quest.
We have a reoccurring nudist in the party now.
Perfect.
I mean, isn't everybody a reoccurring nudist? Technically
I mean-
speaking.
Calamitous is only wearing a cloak.
Yeah.
I think maybe like,
But
We
I
have
think maybe like-
several nudists in the party.
I mean, Shag usually doesn't wear.
Oh God, they're everywhere.
do you Donald Duck it or
yeah, that's what kobolds do. Kobolds? That's what they
Some-
do, yeah.
It depends, but usually it's like cloak, backpack, maybe like a harness and a shirt.
Yep.
perfect?
Maybe a shirt.
All right. On you guys go with the rest of your adventure. Yeah?
I respect the prank, and I continue traveling invisibly.
Mm-hmm.
It's always invisible now.
Wait, what is this? Did someone draw a ridiculous route to get where you needed to go?
Yes, that's me.
Oh my gosh!
Jesus Christ, this doesn't make any sense.
Sure,
We are
yes.
just going to follow the
Sorry,
mean,
go
the
up the
pink
first
road.
switch,
Better than the
take
path.
a boat off the island, going to Rolwick. Then we realize, wait a minute, this isn't the right direction. So we head down to Fenden, then Wickthron Renta, take the river down to Bon May, winds up stopping in Stoneport, exploring the area where we think we're supposed to go, realize that's not it. Take a boat to
All right,
Renta.
all right. Settle down. That's just, it's too much. It's too much. Okay, here we go. You guys continue on your journey. You make it out of the forest, no problem, and head off across the plains for Darcis.
Yep.
Yep.
And when I get a
Yeah,
chance,
yeah.
I'll put the spare clothes on, and I'll leave the cloak just like unclasped. Right? Does that work?
That's yeah. As long as it's unclasped on the second clasp, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Actually,
You're gonna go
Rob's
through-
idea is the best. Just
That's the clothes.
body paint. Fake having clothes on.
Not a bad
All right.
idea.
So we make our way across the windswept plains of the Alardian Crest, over the hills of the Tempian Range, and approach Darcis. Right? Yeah, no random encounters along the way. Some days later, you find yourself entering the unwalled town of Darcis on the edge of the bleak sea, which is as bleak as the name implies. It's sort of this like gray inlet, and there's only this one little beach where Darcis is, followed by like tall cliffs all the way around. The waters are choppy, and the tide fluctuates quite heavily in and out of this. It's really like a large bay, and it's just sort of like gray and overcast and depressing, and you wonder why anyone would ever settle here. It's a miserable place.
For the aesthetic.
Of
They're just a
course.
bunch of goths.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
People here to write poetry, really sad poetry.
Can I buy chainmail here?
Yes, you can.
Do you want to
Did you
just wear
lose chainmail or
Also-
something? I have no idea what your armor was. I hope I didn't take something
Just
too strong.
chainmail.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can get yourself some new chainmail at market value, which I hope you can afford. You guys are all loaded, right? I assume you're all super wealthy.
Chainmail,
I'm
actually
fairly
quite
well.
expensive.
Chainmail is expensive. It is 8,000 copper pieces.
Yeah, it's
A lot.
That's a lot of copper.
Oh, you got a cloak of invisibility, which is definitely worth more than worth
Okay, so-
more than 8,000.
How much was it? I was lagging a little.
8,000.
Oh, okay.
80 gold.
80 gold.
So
But no one uses gold. That's ridiculous.
I still have
800 silver.
something.
Or 40 mithril. No, platinum.
All right. Settle down.
think Jason.
So here you are in Darcis.
I think we lost Jason. Oh, no, he's
Nope,
back.
he's back.
No, I'm
Hipsters are
just
stealing.
lagging a lot. Yeah.
It's like the sharks that ate Neal's internet and Nom. It's the hipsters.
Yeah. I'm glad those sharks are gone. Or I'm gone. Those are
Damn,
bad
all
sharks.
sharks.
The sharks are never gone, Neal. They're always there.
Neal
Yeah.
moved somewhere where sharks aren't a problem for his internet.
I've moved inland. You know, they can't get me if there's no water here. Although avalanche sharks do exist, and these mountains are covered in snow.
Okay. I think I'm okay now.
Anyway,
If anyone wants to watch a terrible film, Avalanche Sharks on Netflix. Super terrible, sort of worth it.
Sort of.
Sort of.
I appreciate the sort of.
All right.
Right, so you make it to Darcis. It is bleak and miserable.
Oh, how many days did we travel?
5.
Okay, so okay. Keeping track of rations.
It's shenanigans.
And we have to take it from this city to the other place, or is it in the other city?
I know, it's in Darcis, and you gotta take it to Cronwick. Yeah.
Got it.
Just kind of like chuck gold at food and say good enough. Hope I didn't-
Yeah. As we kind of enter the city, if you can call it city, in the state it is.
Should we go now? Get the box and move on.
We should definitely check things out.
I was gonna say we should scout things out first before just going right in.
I will take my armor off,
I have to ask.
put it in my backpack.
Middle of the street.
You're just getting naked in the middle of the streets and rolling up the chainmail and carefully setting into the backpack and
Pretty much. And then I just put the cloak on and go invisible.
all right, you become
All the
invisible.
people on the street.
I was gonna say we could stake it out a little bit, like see if the guy enters and exits at certain times of the day.
So, I mean, to be fair, we are a weird group, and people are probably not surprised by what he's doing.
Yeah.
A weird group with like a kobold and a bug guy walk into town, and then one of them immediately starts stripping.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. And then
And
Yeah,
pops
well-
out of existence.
Just be happy that no cell phones exist in Arcadia.
Yeah.
invisibly, I just kind of say, "Well, let's go check out that temple or whatever."
So you guys go looking for a temple.
Yep.
Okay.
Do I get healing?
Oh yeah, totally. I'll heal you every day that we travel.
Okay.
You're probably at full by now then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was down like 11 or
So I
something.
can do 6 Orson and 2 light cure wounds a day. So
Oh yeah, easily.
easily do.
All right.
Easy
So
cheese.
you arrive. Well, you look for temples, and you find 3 in this town. There is a generalist temple to all the gods. There is a specific temple to what the fuck's her name? Please hold. DM.exe has stopped working.
The god of please hold.
Please hold.
Happens.
Not often revered to by people who have to wait in when calling any support numbers.
Yeah.
Nadinus, the goddess of nature, and a separate little shrine, not even like a full-fledged temple, to Nerul, the goddess of family, society, the home, the hearth, all that jazz.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're looking at the generalist one.
Yep.
My memory serves. So invisible and Take it. I will.
Maybe just stake it out. We don't have to go in.
Yeah.
It's just so you could look. You could stake it out and figure out when the guy goes in and out.
Yeah, we'll start with that, sure. So I guess we have to spend a day doing that.
All right, so you stake out the temple. How would you like to do this? There's a lot of ways to stake out a temple, and I don't want to just assume the way that you do it.
I
Talk to
will
me.
find a place. Can I maybe climb onto a roof or something? I don't know. Find a place nice and out of the way of like people bumping into me.
Mm-hmm.
You dropped
Okay.
out.
So you find a place on a rooftop, like across the street, to watch it from a distance. Yeah.
Sure, like somewhere that's like nice and out of the place, or out of the way, so no one will bump into me, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So like a roof would work, and just kind of watch.
Sure. Give me a perception check, and then I'll give you details after we see what the rest of the party's doing.
Finding the
We're
pasha.
staking out the general's temple. Yeah.
Yeah. Nick's on a rooftop. Not Nick. Jason's on a rooftop.
Cool. Yeah. Sure.
Can I get a perception check, Jason? Beautiful. Okay. The rest of the party, what are you doing?
Perfect. I'll go into the general's temple, and then just like act like I'm there to just like do church things, which might involve like going up to their Jexel statue and be like, "What up, bruh? You my dog. We're gonna pull some good shit. You know it." And then like drop a coin in the Jexel tithe area.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because so I know he does some good stuff in this world.
Check. Good stuff? I don't know. I mean,
He does.
As far as I'm
great,
concerned, he does some good
he does great things.
He does great things. And I'll also use this time to scope out, see if I hear any mention or if I can even find, like, not talk to him, but it's like see if any of the other staff mention Abe Patrick.
Yeah, someone named Patrick.
yeah. Give me a charisma check there.
Sure.
What's your name? Shag.
I don't know. My charisma actually isn't shit.
So you're looking around and you quickly get swept aside by people here and there where they're like, "Oh, Kobold, get out of here!" And one woman chases you with a broom and
Hey,
you know,
knock that off. I'm here to
get out of here. This is my town. Get out of here, you mangy dog.
You get out of here. I'm trying to fucking do my church shit, and you're not letting me worship the gods.
Oh, get shoot. Scram.
You scram, bitch, and I like turn around.
Why, I never. As she storms out, and you can hear her talking outside about the foul-mouthed kobold that's in that temple right now, and he's just, well, you wouldn't believe the things he said to me.
Oh, actually, I turn right back around, and I'm like, I'm satisfied with this. All right, thanks, Jexel. That was fun.
And the rest of the party, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I want to check out some of the seedier parts of the towns, like the taverns and stuff, because I think the guy said that there was rumors that he was up to some trouble. So I wanted to check around to see if they know about this guy, of his other doings.
Yeah, you come across a tavern called the Tranquil Sea. It's an ironic name because the Bleak Sea is never tranquil. And inside is just sort of a mess. Like the walls are covered in a big, what do you call it? Like a big mural of just like crashing waves and storms with lightning strikes and everywhere. And there are torches placed in sconces near the lightning. So they're kind of like flickering going on. And all the people around here are wearing like thick, heavy woolen cloaks with the hoods pulled up as if they're weathering a storm themselves. And all the tables are shaped like small little boats that have been upturned, and like people are sitting around them on stools. The bartender looks over at you, a youngish man, sort of narrows his eyes in your direction and says, "What are you doing here, outsider?"
I say, yeah, I'm here on business. I'm wondering if you've heard of a Patrick, I guess that was his name, or any other kind of priests who've kind of come in or who might have had business around here.
Priests don't have no business in this part of town. I don't think you ought to either. We don't take kindly to your folk here.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm a friendly guy. I'm actually gonna. Can I kind of walk away a little bit and secretly try to cast Charm Person on him?
What is the range of Charm Person? Let's find out. regalgoblins.com/spells.php. Charm Person. Where are you hiding, buddy?
Range 120 yards.
Holy shit. All right. So you leave the tavern, find a window or something to look in on to get a view of this person. And I want you to give me a charisma check for how well you can make it look like you're doing something else.
Okay.
You know?
Just press the CH button, I guess.
That should work. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. You cast Charm Person on the bartender. All right. It has been cast.
Cool. I'm gonna go back up to him again and see if he's changed his demeanor. I just say hi again.
All right, buddy. If you're gonna come around, then you might as well come around. But you gotta at least, match the dress code. Put on your hood.
All right. Yeah, I put on a cloak or a hood.
He gives you like a begrudging nod of acceptance. All right, that's fine. That's fine. What do you want? What can I get you?
I'm gonna ask for a drink, and then I kind of ask the same question about it, like, "Oh, are you sure you've not seen anybody who maybe just gone by Patrick or anything? Maybe not looking for trouble. See if he's had any business up in this area."
Yeah, I know a Patty that comes around these parts. Odd feller.
What do you know? What he's been up to here? What he's been doing these days? Any business going on with him?
All he does is bitch about his wife. She didn't do this, she didn't do that. I brought home the bacon, and then she cooked it all for her friends. He's just bitching about her all day, every day. It's kind of a loser.
Do you know if he happened to bring in any packages or items of interest, or he's looking to hide anything of use lately? Any jobs he had lately?
No, I know nothing about that. He just comes in and drinks.
Okay.
And complains.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. And then I, drink my drink and head out.
Mm-hmm. All right, you bounce. Average Joe, what are you doing?
Finding a place to buy a pie and buying a pie.
You succeed in buying a cranberry pie.
Yep. So Joe just goes back
hold on,
to the
Joe. There's more to this cranberry pie than meets the eye.
Oh.
They made it without any sugar or sweetener. It is a sour and tart cranberry pie.
Interesting.
Joe keeps eating it.
Okay.
He heads back to the rest of the party, just kind of looking at the church eating a pie.
Okay.
Is this a guy standing across the street from this church eating a pie?
Eating a sour pie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have a pleased look on his face, but he's eating the pie still.
I guess when eventually I'll see Shag come out, or
Yeah. I was also going to ask what Calamitous is up to.
Calamitous, at first, probably after Shag has entered the church, he'll probably take a walk around the church just to have a layout of the entrances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got a front door with a big set of double doors that the steps leading up to it, and there seems to be a small back door, probably for priest usage in it.
And then he will, same as Terra, not on the roof, just wait for Shag to come out.
Okay.
Just hang around.
Excellent. We're going to go to our next break, and when we come back, we'll see what happens in Darcis. See you guys on the other side of a break. Bye-bye.